Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Tonight I'm doing my icebreaker speech titled Climb Every Mountain, the infamous song in the great musical Sound of Music. Several years ago, I found myself reaching a milestone. Now, this is a milestone that some of you have reached, some of you will reach, and that is my 50th birthday. Now, the problem was, as I was thinking about this milestone, I had a little bit of a remorse, and I actually didn't feel that good about it. You know, it seemed that my hopes and dreams from high school to college into adulthood, I just had anticipated so much more for myself. So I decided that I needed to do something about that, and I wanted to do something fantastic, just better than average. So I decided to be an Ironman. Now, an Ironman is a 3-sport race. You got a 2.4 mile swim, 112 miles on the bike, and then to finish the race, a marathon, 26.2 for a total of 140. Now this was an insurmountable task, which is kind of what I wanted, because I wanted to really excel and do something and push myself more than I've ever been pushed before. So I trained and I strategized. I had people help me. And in 4 years, I became an Ironman. So I climbed my mountain. Very proud of it. Now, many of you here, maybe you've had some dreams, and maybe you've had some mountains that you've wanted to climb. So what I thought I might do is give you some thoughts and some principles that I followed in my journey. Number one, when you have a mountain or your goal, it's important to set your goal, write it down, and visualize your outcome. Now, I'm not going to go into the science of it, but with the new capability of fMRIs on your brain, we know that visualization works. And when you set that goal, you wake up every morning and you look at that goal, and it goes into your brain and it goes into your thoughts. That's really important. Number two, divide your task into manageable units. Now, I made my task into 4 years rather than do it in 1. And I remember the first time I got into a pool. I had only swimming I'd ever done in a backyard in somebody's pool. So I get into that 25-meter pool and I start swimming. I mean, I'm going to be an Ironman. And I got to about halfway and I'm going slower and I'm running out of breath and I'm sinking. So I get up and I look around and I'm like, how am I going to do 2.4 miles? I just went halfway. Well, you know what I thought? You don't have to do 2.4 today. All you got to do is get on the other end of that pool and turn around and go back the other way. And when you do your dream in manageable units, it keeps you going, and you have little failures, but you don't fail in your final goal. Number 3, recruit people for support and advice. Most of my life up to that point, I was a self-made man. It was going to be me. It was going to be my way. And I said, well, that's not working out for me so well. So what I did on for my Ironman is I got family and friends, and I recruited new friends to help train me, to help me in my health. I had people around me when I was having a bad day or week. They'd come aside me, and instead of saying, give me support and love, when they were able to help me when I couldn't help myself. So, and my 4th point is enjoy the journey. So, I was a destination guy, and what I wanted to do is, why don't I smell the roses along the way? And because of me enjoying the journey, I got to meet new people. I was able to learn more things about myself, mentally and physically. So that was something I'd never experienced, and that was just great. So, in closing, I'd like to add that Toastmasters can fit right into this format. Some of you are here because you're afraid of public speaking. Well, follow these goals and you can reach your mountain. So, in closing, I wanted to repeat the last stanza and climb every mountain. Climb every mountain. Climb every mountain. Ford every stream. Follow every rainbow until you reach your dream. I did it, and I know you all can do it too. Thank you.